Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I figured I wanted to make a video about what I've been doing the past couple months during this whole COVID thing. Everybody needs a hobby, so I've sort of went and gathered a lot of my childhood photos and photos from more recently, basically photos from my whole life, from my dad's side of the family, my mom's side of the family combined, and I have printed those out, organized them all into several photo albums, and I just want to share my experience with you guys and what I learned doing this and how I organize the different things, and I just wanted to share it with you. So here it goes. First and foremost, this whole project that I've been doing was not easy at all. Because it is 2020, not a lot of people get printed photos anymore. It's all like digitized. Well, I don't like that at all because I would rather have my photos physically where I can have them rather than on my phone or on my computer that could easily be damaged and then you lose everything. Whereas when they're in their albums, you know that they're there. You know that you have a physical copy. I don't know. I'm just old-fashioned. I really prefer it that way. And since it is 2020, not a lot of people have printed photos anymore. So finding photo albums and an easy way to print was sort of difficult, but I maneuvered and I actually found some really easy ways to do it. Come here. Yeah, look, what's that? What? Okay, so I want to start off with the kind of photo albums I'm using. These are really big, as you can see, and they're square. They have a really nice binding to them. And these are actually called Pioneer photo albums. I have a bunch of these, and you know, I'm really picky when it comes to stuff like that. So, I got this at Meijer's. It was $20, well, $19.99, and it holds up to 300 photos initially. If you actually look here, the spine of it flips up, and they have these little screws. And you can either use a coin or a screwdriver and unscrew it. And you can buy pages to actually create more pages, you know what I mean? So initially it holds up to 300 photos, but you could actually put more pages in and make it 400, 500, or just however many you want altogether. And the spine expands, of course. This is just like stiff paper, so it expands with it. I haven't actually added any to this one yet. This is my 2018 to present. So I have, like I said, all the photos on my phone that I've ever taken, like selfies or like pictures with friends or anything. I have had those all printed out. So I no longer have anything digital, which I like it that way, which is different. But, so I'm going to show you kind of the page layouts and some of that right now. And then getting into the actual album, I started with Halloween of 2018. And we actually just go through the years, and I sort of have left blank spaces just in case there's any pictures that I missed or anything like that. And this is just a really, really nice photo layout. You fit 6 pictures a page. And like I said, it's very spacious. These are all 4x6s. And I have this one particularly in chronological order. I've got where I walk the reservoir a couple times. I take a lot of pictures of everything. I've got when the seniors graduated, they had a big parade that I went to the beach. So I've got a lot of really nice pictures in here, a lot of memories. So since this is an album I'm working on right now, this is my current album, you know, because it's not done yet because I'm still filling it with pictures because it's in chronological order. I have up until present day in here right now. But I have a lot of other albums that are I have organized with high school and when I was growing up. So it's all very organized, I would say. I have split it into a couple different categories, which I'll share with you. So when we really break it down, I'd say I think I have about 15 albums right now, which is a lot, especially since each one holds 300 photos. I have photos from all the years, ranging back to the 1920s with my family until present day. So it would explain why I have, you know, so many. So I have it split into different categories. One of the main categories is growing up. I have a lot of the pictures of me and my brother and us just growing up through the years from when I was a baby until I would say about 10 or 11. And then at one point we switch over and I go into my middle and high school years. I have probably about 3 albums with all Lawrence family photos, so about 900 photos altogether. And then we go into middle and high school years. I think I have 3 or 4 albums from that, which is ranging from 6th grade all the way to senior year. And so I have pictures and pictures and pictures just of anything you can imagine. Anything I did, I was always taking pictures. So that's 2 of the categories. I don't know why I'm holding my fingers like that. That's 2 of the categories. And then we move on to the third category, which I would sort of say is a subcategory of family history. I've got my mom's side of the family. So there's a whole album dedicated to when my mom was growing up, when her parents were growing up. It's all my mom's side of the families in one album organized. And then we also have another subcategory into that genre of family history, which is my dad's side of the family. I have all of his old pictures of him growing up and of his parents, and those are all categorized into one album. So I basically know where all my old pictures are. If my mom were to say, oh, do you have this old picture? Or my dad were to say, do you have one of my baby pictures? I could go back through and find that easily like that, even though I have so many different albums. And then the last category I have, which would be number 5, I think, wouldn't really be a category, I would say. It's sort of, well, no, I guess it could be a category because I have all my middle and high school, and then the one I just showed you is from 2018 on. So that's more like present time. So from now on, that category will continue to expand. And I have the dates written all on the front. It's just friends, family, whatever, in chronological order from a specific date on. And I like it that way because I can go back and say, okay, this was Halloween 2018, I know that. And then this was Halloween 2019, for instance. If I wanted to see the different years, it's all in chronological order from recently, which is really easy for me because I like to go back and look at my photos a lot. So I'm going to show you how I have them stored next, which is really cool, and I'm really excited. So this is actually a recent find for me. This real nice black, I would call it like a TV stand / storage shelf. I'm using it as like a, not like an armoire, but like a vanity right now, paired with this mirror that I've got. I got this black shelf at Goodwill the other day, actually, in Norwalk. It was $15 altogether, which was a steal because it's really nice, really well put together. And I actually wasn't even thinking about it when I first got it, but all my albums that I have done, as you can see, there's a lot of them, all fit perfectly on this bottom shelf. And then I've got my most recent album right here on the top, so I can easily flip it open, add to it. And then when I continue my album collection, I can move it over to this shelf right here. Right now I just have some easy decorations. That's an old family photo. It's not really old, but that was a barbecue we had one year. And then I've got that camera because I obviously love photography. And then I've got this older camera up here, which I really, really like. And then these albums here I'm going to show you next. I've obviously accumulated not only 4x6 photos, but photos that don't fit in a standard album. So I went ahead and got this like old style sticky album, and you go ahead and just put all your pictures and they stick wherever you want. This is a particularly older section of the photo album. I've got a lot of my older photos in here with just family photos mostly. I got a lot of them from my grandmother and my great-grandmother. So I have 2 of these. They all filled up, and it just fits everything really nice. And I really like it because you can put them sideways, you can put them however you want, and it doesn't really matter. I also have tons of Polaroids from my grandfather, and those all fit really nicely in here too. So as I explained before, those are all the photos that I've ever taken, ever had, anywhere. So, to go about printing the more recent ones, a lot of them I obviously had from my childhood were physical copies, but then getting to the more recent ones from, say, middle school, high school, and on, I had to print those off on my cell phone. And so I went searching around for the best deals, and I actually found out that Walmart has an app you can download, and you just select the pictures you want to print. You can crop them right there how you want them printed on the app. And then you just select a store. You don't have to have your credit card or anything. And you just can pay at the store. It doesn't matter. And I usually order them the night before and then go pick them up the next day. And you show up and they have them ready in a pack for you. And you can pay either way, cash or card in store. And I just think it's really, really easy and convenient, especially for somebody who doesn't like to go out and sit at a photo kiosk and sit there and select everything and print everything out. You can just do it right from your cell phone, which is so easy. I love it. And it's real easy, like I said, like 5 times. So, and then I usually get them home, unpackage them, and put them in the appropriate album. Like I said, I got all my older photos done and out of the way. So right now I'm basically just fixing any photos I take from here on out into the albums. And I have enough space for that, obviously. I just add them right there in chronological order. The photo albums, I actually get all of those at Meijer's. And this hasn't been something that I have bought in bulk. It's been over a long period of time. But they always have them in stock. There's a ton of different colors, blue, red, green, and they're really nice, well put together albums. I really like them because the binding doesn't have the big rings in it. I really don't like the photo albums or any of the like journals where you have to open them and there's rings. I really don't care for that. I just don't have the patience for it. So I like it to feel like a good book, actually. You know what I mean? So it feels like you're flipping through. And also it's big enough, wide enough that you can see a lot of the photos at once, which I really like. And before I started this project, like many of you, I'm sure, I had just had boxes and boxes where I'd say, oh, we'll just put, you know, the photos, just leave them. They're all in that box. It's fine. And it's just, they were never getting looked at. They were never getting appreciated. And for the longest time, I just said, I need to get those organized. I need to get them organized. And finally, I just said, enough. I'm going to do it. It's going to be something I do. And I did it. And now I don't have any more of those cluttered boxes, those cluttered totes of old pictures. It's all organized and it's all at my fingertips for wherever I want to see what photos I want to see. I know exactly where they are. And I'm just so blessed to have been able to do this and had the time to do this. So hopefully this inspires somebody out there to maybe dig through their old boxes of family history, family photos, and get all that organized. So one day when you have kids and grandkids, they're not having to sift through boxes to find things. They can say, oh, well, mom or dad had that all organized for us. And this is all our family albums right here. That's all that's important to us, is right here at our fingertips and not scattered throughout the house in boxes. That's just, you know, how my mind works. But if you enjoyed this video, thank you. I really enjoy making videos. I've just been really busy with my photo project lately, and I'm just so glad that I finally have got them all organized and that I can show them to everybody here. So, thank you. Have a great day.